Okay guys, I just wrote down today's date.
Time?
My start time at 1:25, which is 5 minutes ahead from now because I'm going to talk for just a second. Just give you a little glance at the bikes. Now this machine is perfectly square. But my ground, thanks to my magic floor guy, is not. That's why I had to glue this wood, because it was really like this. It was like scared to even park a bike on it. So we had to glue the wood. He left me no choice, the way he magically did my floor. So to button this machine up so I don't have one of these problems, we got these pieces here, okay? And I'm going to get some more weight. We can attach it to it. And again, I want to redo this section here. And so I'm still trying to figure out which way I want to go about that. And we'll get our welder over here pretty soon and redo all that. So that will stabilize it with the weights, and we won't have a problem. So we're going to do deadlifts today. I checked the book, and I could have easily done 10 sets of 10. I didn't want to push it, but I was ready, so I went ahead and I put another 5 pounds on. So this is 70 pounds, another 2.5 per side. And those of you guys watched the shoulder videos, as you saw when I went up 2.5 pounds, all of a sudden I'm out of place. I'm not quite doing it right. 2.5 pounds, I don't care how strong you are. There's do it right and tear gradually, or one day, very probably, you're going to go up just a little bit too much. It could be 5 years down the road, and all of a sudden you injure yourself and you just held yourself back. And you could be a really big, strong, buff guy. I've seen it happen. And we had guys in prison that were just like mountains. Just like, oh my God, the size of these dudes. You're just like, huh? Oh my God. And I've seen them hurt themselves because all of a sudden they dropped up another 20, 30 pounds thinking they're all this, and bam, they hurt their back or they hurt their arm or their leg. I've seen it over and over and over again. So when you're around and you're cloistered, you can't leave. You're cloistered in this little center called prison. And you're watching what everybody's doing. You learn a lot of stuff that you cannot learn on the street because everybody's on top of each other. I would never have learned how to exercise like this without being a professional athlete, and only then maybe on the street. I tried for years. Nobody's telling me the right way. Everybody's got their training technique. So we're going to do deadlifts. So again, this is 70 pounds. I was at 65. We upped it a little bit. We'll get what we can without forcing it. Don't force yourself. Don't max out. Don't max out. Put it where it's like, man, this is feeling really good. Woo! But don't max out. You'll get too sore. You'll hold yourself back. There's always next week. This is not a race. So, stretch a little. Use the bar to stretch. Always stretch first. I'm going to pick it up here. Watch positioning. Control the weight. Don't drop it. Bring it up and down with your legs, not your back. If you're leaning like this, you're going to hurt your back. So watch that, okay? Now again, if you do the exercises properly, it is a aerobic, or some people call it an anaerobic exercise. The concept of bodybuilding done right is how do you build muscle in an area that you want the area to look a certain way and yet lean out. There's lots of ways to exercise. You can be a runner, you can be a swimmer, you can go to the track, you can, ride a bicycle, okay? That's another type of athlete. What I want to do is I want to get lean, I want my body to look a certain way, I want my muscles to look a certain way. That's called bodybuilding. That's what I do. I am not a track and field athlete. That does not interest me. Okay, we begin. Knees bent a little bit, not much. Bring it up here. Watch your hand positioning. Watch your leg positioning, okay? Make sure it's all square. Don't do one of these. That's an improper deadlift. You'll blow your knees out. Just a little bent, okay? Keep it close to your legs. Roll the shoulders back, flex. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. This is a deadlift. You want to work these here, you want to work this here, all this in your lower back and your upper back. You follow? That's what it works. You cannot do 10 reps for your first few sets. Drop the weight, do the exercise properly. I don't care if your legs are this big. I really don't. I've seen guys that size hurt themselves thinking they're all this and try to do it with, oh, I did 300 pounds. I'm a big dude, man. I'm gonna drop it up to 400 or 500. And bam, that hurt. I've seen it so many times. Drop the ego, do this shit right. Okay, here we go. Watch your positioning. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, it's 2 sets. I'll give myself my little 15-second break. Go ahead and swing the camera around so you can hit the back and the front at the same time. So it might be a little longer than 50 seconds. I'm not timing it. I'm pacing myself by hitting that like this. So when you flex up at the top, tighten this and breathe out. That's your flex at the top. So again, there are bars here for a reason. So watch your positioning, watch your feet placement, watch your hand placement. One. 2. 3. 8, 9, 10. And yes, I feel that extra 2.5 pounds per side. It makes a difference. Yes, it does. You better believe it. Anybody sits there and tells me, oh yeah, we really have something, I'm gonna look them straight in the eyes and go, right. Okay, tell it to somebody who doesn't know better. It's tight. You can't move. You don't want the weights wobbling. That's 3 sets. Write that down. Uh, 7 pounds. Let's see, it's 10. 1, 2, 3. So it works back leg. Right here. All the muscles are starting to come out. Just a little bit. But remember, I'm on my 3rd month. So, imagine what 3 years will bring. I'm on my 3rd month. You know, and 53 and 23 are 2 different things, man. 2 different things. And let me tell you what, you young guys, you go from 23 to 53 like that. When you're looking down at it going, wow, dude's old. When you're on this side, it's like, where did it all go? It goes so fast. Again, watch your positioning. Legs a little bent. And begin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 8. 9. 10. And again, it works all of this too. You gotta keep all those tendons and all the subsidiary muscles going. Works everything, works your hand strength. Now this is, again, what they call a compound movement. It's working every muscle in your body along with the main ones that you're trying to actually move. So again, it's stupid hot in the shop, 87 degrees, but at least it's not 90 plus, so I can keep the fans off. I have my little hydration going, but don't drink too much while you're actually doing your workout. That's how you can get sick. I had a glass of water with vinegar about an hour for the workout. Drank my cup of coffee, let it go through a little bit. That was about 15 minutes before the workout started. Made sure everything was out of the lower bowels before I started. Because if anything's sitting there, this is going to start pushing it out. And again, I feel that extra 2.5 pounds. It makes a big difference. So, gives me 4 sets at 70. The last time I did 7 sets of 10 at 65. And then 3 sets at 7 reps. And then 1 set at 5. And I could have done more. And here I am slowing down with just an extra 2.5 aside. And they like to wait, and people don't understand. It makes a big difference. They try to muscle up and pretend it isn't this and that in the gym so they look good. It's like, you drop that ego at the door. If a chick wants to know you, she ain't gonna want to know you not because you're sitting there talking big at the gym. She'll make her interest plain enough. Okay. Here, positioning. We begin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 6. 7. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. I'm losing the tendons here. I don't want to force it. I'm gonna drop the weight. You can lose any part of your body that's working on an exercise. You force it, that's a problem. So, all this has to grow everywhere. This is why we're going like this and rolling the shoulders back. Okay, I have to make all of this grow if I want to go up in size. So we're going to take off our little 2.5 pounds extra. Okay. Okay, this is how you, at the tail end of your reps, when you're trying to go heavier weight, you tear it down. You tear down the weight. Do a couple extra reps per set, you tear down the weight, and you build it up. This is baby steps. Baby steps wins this race. Okay. I used to have people in the yard come out, or in the dorm come over and just watch me do my leg lifts. I can't even do a hanging leg lift. I can't even get close to doing a hanging leg lift. And people would come over and watch me do them because of the way I did them. Because I'd go with control, come out in straight plank, and control back. I'd control and plank sideways, complete plank. Flex and hold it, come back. Flex and hold it, bang, and that would be 1 rep. And I'd do 10 sets of 10 of that. People come over and just fucking watch. Everything was just lit up. I had 2 inches of fucking abs sticking out of my gut. Muscle. And I had one of the white boys always were more lippy to the other white boys than anybody else. And one of them, a nutritionist, he can do 1-arm pull-ups. Vegetarian. No muscle. He's like, we were trying to figure out why your gut sticks out. It's like, well, any of you fools can do what I do? No. Ever hear of muscles in the abdomen? That's why. He just looked at me with like deer in the headlight look. So, but that amount of musculature I had is why I have any abs at all that you can kind of sort of see, because I had so much. Okay. So now we're going to start this here. 65. Back at 65. Again, position, watch your placement, where your ankles are with your bar, knees a little bent. Begin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. We're going to call that 7. Again, for the same reason I'm putting too much pressure right here. So this has to grow. Our left side, like the injury, is a lot weaker than the right. And I don't want to have another injury, so we've got to watch our body. Let me tell you what, that feels a lot lighter. It's very noticeable. Call that right down, just tear down to 65 pounds. We got 7 here. And I know exercise videos are long and boring and all that. But it's just, you know, if you don't already know, where do you learn? So if you want to know, pay attention and watch. If you don't want to know, don't watch it. I don't see a bunch of sponsors lining up going, dude, we want you as our rep and this and that and sign this contract. So this little videos is just because of all the guys with eyes on me. That makes you my people. I may not know you, I may never meet you. That's irrelevant. It makes you my people. You're part of my life, even though you're on the other side of the screen. So this is sharing my knowledge, just like I did on bikes, out of love for my people. Nothing else. I don't know why I'm a fucking idiot that does that. Everybody else gets big contracts. But I'm strange, I guess. Okay. Watch your positioning. Watch your bend of your knees. And begin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. I'm going to keep that at 7 reps. We're tearing up. This is the process of tearing up. So, see how long I can do 7 reps. Got 3 more sets. We get a set of 10. I'm starting to feel this knee where I had that massive injury. I gotta watch it. Don't want to injure yourself. You blow out a body part, you are fucked. We were so fucked. So Opie and I have come to the conclusion that because I was adding the vinegar water in, because we were adding lemons and that sort of stuff and limes in, you know, acidic stuff into our juices, and I actually started exercising for any intent and purpose for many years, that caused the stone that would have sat there and lodged and created a big problem to actually decide to move. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, why it happened then. So instead of a massive problem, like some of the guys have been telling me, blood in the urine. One guy said it took 4 years for his stone to move out. We were reading they can be golf ball size, like, oh my God. Girlfriend sends me a text, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like, well, with the kidney stone. And they're like, oh my God, a friend of mine just died almost from that. It went into sepsis. Like, oh my God, I can't even imagine that kind of pain. You know, the little I had just fucking wiped me out. Oh my God. And here I thought I had this big pain tolerance, and like, oh, pain is on an ascending scale and over the top. So, anyhow, we're in our 8th set here. Again, watch your placement. And your legs, make sure everything is in the right place. Placement of hands, knees a little bent, just a little, not much. We begin. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay. That's 8. That's good. Very, very good. Real happy. We're 2 sets away from having 10 sets in. And again, the main muscles I'm working is not what's giving out. It's the weak corollary muscle groups, tendon groups. My left hand, tendons in here, this forearm, this really weak area of my body, and this knee. I'm starting to feel it. So pay attention to those areas of your body. Everything has to grow together. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. You'll be so sorry. Pay attention. These videos are about how do you get from fat and weak. And look, go back to the videos. My gut was hanging over the shorts. What did I do to myself? Oh my God. You know, everything was hurting to walk, to sit, to lay down. Any movement hurt, anything hurt. It's like, I gotta stop this, I'm gonna get really sick. So, none of that shit matters if I'm sick and I can't do nothing in a couple of years. None of that stuff matters. So I'm concentrating on me. Mike Terry calls me, what are you working on? I said, I'm working on Todd, pal. This is the priority right now. Nothing else. Everything else is secondary to this. Everything. This is my concentration. Watch your positioning. Begin. 1. can't flex, bam, 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 and do the exercise right, drop the weight so you can do it right. If you're not doing the exercise right, you wasted it. You might as well not even bother. Now that's like tantamount to getting all dressed up and gussied up and your hair's done and your beard's done, you got all the right clothes and you're this and that and you're going to the dance. You know what you do? You don't ask a chick to dance. You sit along the wall and watch everybody else do it. That's what you did. You went to the bike show, drove your car, watched everybody else with their bikes, and pretended you got on a running motorcycle. You did nothing. That's why I dropped the weight. That's why I did that one set where the little 2.5 pounds was too much doing shoulders, so I could show you the difference. You gotta be able to do this shit right. You gotta be able to flex it right. It's not about the actual weight. The actual weight is an ego. An ego will hurt you. It's about resistance and working the muscles against the resistance. And you don't need any actual weight at all. All you need to do is flex the muscles and do the movement. Do it with your body weight. Always start any exercise program. I don't care what age you are. I don't care if you're 10 years old. I don't care if you're 100 years old or anywhere in between. Start your exercise program with body weight. For every movement, for every exercise, always body weight. A little more hydration in. Just a swallow. That's all we need. Okay, there's our 10 set. If I still feel good, I still have time, which I think I will, not past my 45-minute limit, we're going to see if we can do a couple more sets of 7 because I want to tear it up. You follow? And you can do up to 15 sets. So when you're not past your 45-minute window, don't go past the 15th set of the specific type of exercise. Not a total of different types, but the specific type of exercise. It's real important. What happens? Well, what happens is this. If you're trying to be a bodybuilder, you have to do your body motions and exercise in such a way that your muscles are going to respond and grow and look a certain way. If you do too much at a certain time, the muscles break down in such a way where you don't build them up in the shape of a bodybuilder. You build them up in the shape of a runner. A lot of runners can run 5, 10, 20, 30 miles, man. How many of them have the body of a bodybuilder? Not one. Not one. Because they're a different type of athlete. Okay, positioning. Here we go. Okay, that's 7 reps, my 10th set. That's good. Give it a little wipe down here. Okay, it's really hot in the shop. Okay, and we have a time of 1:57. 1:25. Okay. So my meal time is roughly 2 o'clock. You got a couple minutes leeway. So I bet we didn't take those eggs out, did we?
No.
Somebody not doing their job. I hear that snickering. Yeah. Phew.
You were in the kitchen. Why didn't you take them out?
I give you jobby, what do you do? Drop it. Uh-huh. A woman of mine. Snacky sweet.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we're gonna see if we can do another set. Now, remember last time, as I read, I did 11 sets. The 11th one was 5 reps. So all I do is 5. I'm good. If I hit 7, we'll see if we can do it at 12 because I want to tear it up like this. So we have a little more weight this time. Okay, we begin. Okay, we're gonna call it good at 6. Again, don't force it. Just because you think you can does not mean you should. I was hoping for 7. Starting to feel a little bit too much. We did 6. So that's good. Give it a second here. Maybe we'll do a 12 set. See how it feels. I'll pick up the weight. Six. Still healing the skin cancer bit. Still everywhere.
It's probably from all that Emerson contamination.
Yeah, I'm sure that is accentuated the problem, but it's sun damage from when I was a kid. It causes it. It takes about 20, 30 years for it to come out. And when it does, man, it'll smack you upside the head. Bam! Look at you. Boom! Cancer everywhere. Wow. You ever think about that when you're 14 years old at the beach? You know, when you're 14 years old at the beach, 15 years old, someone in their 50s is ancient. Wow, you're old. And the 50-year-old's going, yeah, dumb kid. I was you 5 seconds ago. Happens every time. I was no different. I was no different, I assure you. Roll this in here. We'll pick up the weight and see how it feels. If it doesn't feel right, I won't do another set. If it feels right, I will. Positioning. We begin. We're gonna call that good at 5. I'm real happy with that. I'm real happy with that. Stop. Time is 2:02. Okay, so we're real close to our 45-minute window, but we did not cross it. And we got in 12 sets. Obviously, to stay within that 45-minute window, to hit 15 sets, I'd have to decrease my rep time between sets. So don't cross that 45-minute window. You will start pulling muscle. So I've got my little hydration here. And give us our eggs that somebody forgot to take out of the refrigerator.
You eat them, I don't.
Who feeds me? Who feeds me in this house? What is her jobby? Who? Huh? Hey, you're the woman in job.
It's just too hard to do, you know?
I guess. Hey.
Yeah.
I'll turn the light on here.
Okay, turn the light on.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, got some light. All right. Get the little eggs out. Somebody forgot.
Boy, never hear the end of this.
Oops, almost dropped one. That gives you an idea of how weak I am after that. Couldn't hold the egg. We're close. So again, hydrate up. If those cells don't have water in them, they're not going to be able to absorb the nutrients you're about ready to put in your body. So again, that's stupid ass important. Look, we have a busted up banana here. So, let's see. Yeah, I've eaten the peel. I was reading just yesterday, when a banana gets rotten like this, there's a certain process that puts the good sugar and potassium into the peels. I didn't know that. I knew it was good for you, but the more blood sugar I can put in my body, the right type, the better my nutrients are going to go into my body. So yeah, I'm going to eat the peels when I have a rotten banana. Pretty good, actually. Surprise, surprise. I've been doing this years ago. Learn something new every day. Being healthy is not eating for your taste buds, but you can be healthy and still have good stuff to eat. We eat very, very well. It's very tasty food. Because on occasion, somebody actually does her jobby and makes me good stuff. On occasion.
Occasion, oh really?
Yeah.
So you just eat once in a while,
Right.
on occasion, so
Okay.
really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. That was pretty tasty. That was a shocker.
I always put the peel in the smoothies. What are you
No, the
talking
peel in the
about?
smoothie.
And I
You're
told
not-
you it was better
Oh,
than...
yeah, I knew that. But there's a difference between a peel and a smoothie where you're like unaware it's there. And chop it down on a banana. a little bit of difference. You gotta get past the ick factor. Americans are ingrained to think, all culture probably, that this food or that food is nasty. And a delicacy in one area is like, oh my God, you eat that? And it's really nasty to us. Real good case in point, in cultures where they have no refrigeration, fermented food is the norm.
Yeah.
There's someone not eating fermented
It's been
food.
going on for centuries.
It's been going on since humans have been around. But is someone not used to fermented food? It does not taste so good. Oh my God, does it not taste so good? It's all about what you're used to. What Mama was giving you in her milk.
Close that door. Thank you. Go with a little royal jelly here. And again, this is the royal jelly right here. We get it at the Korean market. And cactus honey. Cactus is really good for your digestion.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah. And a lot of the enzymes from whatever plant or flower bees are getting their honey pollen from, that they make the honey with, are transferred into the honey itself. It's just one of the reasons why honey is so damn good for you. So, right before bedtime meal last night was cottage cheese, half a grapefruit, and half a avocado. Avocado's good fats. It's all good carbs. Now, I don't put any bad carbs in my body at all. I completely cut out rice, beans, all types of potatoes, all types of bread. You know, that's wonderful stuff to keep a poor population fed. Feed a lot of people very cheaply. That's why it was initiated, that's why it came around. Allowed the human population to grow, go around the world, and gave a lot of foot soldiers for the generals and king's army so they can take more territory and take some of this gold or other precious whatever's. That's where it came from, and that's why it's still there. So, is eating healthy more expensive? Well, it's a little more expensive. Getting sick is a lot more expensive. You want some big old fucking bills? Get sick and stupid and get diabetes and heart disease and find out how much money you're spending trying to stay alive. And staying alive sick is not a fun thing. It really curtails what you can eat, your activities and all that, just because you didn't bother eating healthy and working out. Man. This is a little bit cold, so this is what I'm going to do to warm it up because somebody did their leg job. I'm going to stick this in for 30 seconds. And warm it up. I don't want that as cold eggs in my body to slow my metabolism and my workout. So I got hot outside and cold center. It's not cooked. The yolks are not cooked. Stir it up a little bit. Takes the chill off, essentially.
that chill off of this stuff. Lukewarm, just what I want. And it's no longer cold. That simple. Means I gotta use this, I'll make them under a jelly around his face.
Oh my gosh, this violin is just wearing out right now. You wear me out.
Oh, man.
Enough.
You're just lucky I have the patience of a god. See this? This is the smallest Stradivarius ever made.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
singing you a tune, baby. Okay, guys. That's this edition of Todd's Prison Workout, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.